So the recording is in progress. Hello, hello, everybody. Today is April 19th, 2023, and my name is Judi Glova. I am going to be your host today. For the past 18 years, I've been an executive coach and an expert in intuitive leadership. I'm also a facilitator of the Sedona Method. And as I'm leading this call today, I want to, of course, welcome everybody that's here and also anybody that is new. And if you are new to the Sedona Method, please, please, please put something in the chat box. Just say, hi, my name is, and I'm new to the Sedona Method. That will be greatly helpful. And hello, Tito, how are you? I see you. I see Sarah Lynn, I see Tim from England, and Dawn Smith and Mita and everyone else that's on the call. So I'm so grateful to have you here. So whether or not you are new, I just like to review that the Sedona Method is effortless. It requires no effort. And that's pretty cool, huh? And it's effortless in the sense that it's just a choice. It's a decision that you make. It's similar to like when you go to your refrigerator and you smell that the milk is rotten and you want to throw the milk out. It's literally that easy to let go of the thoughts and the feelings and the stories that we have and the resistance that we have. It's just that as we've grown up, we've learned and conditioned ourselves to hold on to thoughts and feelings. Similarly to the metaphor of, a beach ball. When you think of a beach ball, and it can be a feeling or emotion, and we just kind of stuff it down, like that can be resistance, like we just don't want to feel that feeling. And when you think about how much pressure and effort it takes to suppress a feeling or a thought, or wanting to push against something, it's very similar to that. But we can just make a choice to let our hands go and let the beach ball just pop up, right? So that's the same thing that we can do with being able to release. So I like to give us a little bit of a picture of, what, this is really pretty easy. We don't have to force it. So also, if during the call today, you do feel like you're forcing it or you're struggling or you're frustrated and you're like, oh, I'm not getting it, no problem. You can try something that people find really helpful is just like put your hand on your heart and just open up your hands, open up your arms really wide and just allow yourself to feel that expansion, right? Because releasing happens from the neck down. It doesn't happen in our brains because that's all about where our ego is, and just being able to focus on our hearts and open up. Now, it is not required. Let me also say this. This is my disclaimer. It is not required that you put your hands on your heart and open up your arms in order to release. It's just something that some people find helpful because it's a great metaphor for us just being able to open up physically. So with that, we are going to start with a group release. And a heads up, I'm going to be asking you yes or no questions, and you're basically going to be answering them to yourself. And it doesn't even matter if you say no. You can still release and say no to any of the questions that I have. So let's just allow ourselves to just sit back and just be. And could you just allow yourself to stop and notice your awareness? And could you allow yourself to just be who you are? And notice whatever is coming up for you that you would like to be free of. It could be resistance, it could be a really annoying boss, it could be a partner, it could be anything, a struggle with work, finding work, leaving work. Just allow yourself, could you notice whatever is coming up for you that you would like to be free of? Whatever story is in your awareness. Could you notice the pictures, the sensations, and the sounds? Could you notice any conclusions that you've made about yourself or others? Often, when we're upset or in resistance, there's a conclusion or a judgment that we make about what happened. We all do it. Just allow whatever is there to be. You may notice a bunch of images as though they're appearing like on a movie screen. Or you may notice conversations that you heard in the past. Those are just memories. Could you allow them to be there? Could you allow yourself to notice any sensations or energy in your body? Could you allow that to? And could you allow yourself to notice any wanting to change it, fix it, figure it out? And could you just be present with that? And welcome any sense that any of that is personal about you or who you are. Could you notice any sense of identification? Are you the one who has that story of being limited or resistant? Or are you that which is aware? As best you can, just for now, could you let go of wanting to identify with that story again? Could you let go of wanting to believe that story again? Could you let go of wanting to be the one with that story? And Lester Levinson, the gentleman who actually started the Sedona method, once said, all happiness is caused by our trying to be limited, to be an ego. The more we are ourself, the happier we are. We will never be completely happy until we are completely being ourself. So again, can you welcome any sense that that is personal about you or who you are? Could you notice any sense of identification? Are you the one who has that story? Or are you that which is aware? And sometimes we think something is wrong if it's not going the way we want it to. We have judgments. What if that story that seems to be real is just happening? What if there is no block or pain or resistance? What if there is just an appearance of that? Again, it's normal for us to, we tend to think that there's something wrong if it's not going our way. So, can you let go of wanting it to be different than the way it is? And then let's go a little deeper and check, what is the source of that story? Not the source in the mind, deeper than that. Whatever you see in the world is just a projection of the mind, but the source is deeper than the mind. So just look through that story and notice what is at the core. Beyond the story, the judgments, sensations, pictures, and sounds. Notice what the story arises from. And could you notice what the story appears in? And could you notice what that story subsides to? And if you look, you see that the story's not here all the time, but the true source, that which you truly are, is always now. Could you just open to that? Allow that. Be present with that conscious awareness and beingness as best you can. Then look back at that story that you've been telling yourself and see how freedom sees it. See it how the source sees it. See it as love and peace sees it. See if it buys it. Does it see right through it? And could you just be that which is beyond any story? Could you be that which you are? And let's go back to the top one more time and just allow yourself to notice that same resistance or limitation or judgment or anything that you want to be free of. Just allow that same one or something different. Just allow yourself to notice it as best you can. And can you allow yourself to notice any sounds, any pictures, any sensations, any conclusions or judgments that you've made about yourself or others? And could you notice any wanting to change it, fix it, push it away, or hold it close? And could you welcome that here now? Any wanting to make it different than what it is? Could you just welcome that? And could you allow yourself to notice any sense that that's personal about you or who you are? Any sense of me, mine, them, or theirs? And just could you allow yourself to let that go? Would you? And when? What I like to note to everyone is that, those three hooks that we have that keep us stuck are that we think we have a story and we think it's real. Then we want to change it, fix it, or do something different with it. And then the third thing is that we take it personally. We think it's about us. So that's something that, 8 billion people on the planet do to themselves. So we're special, but we're not special. Or I think you're special, but we're not special. It happens to everyone. And just being able to ask ourselves those three questions of, could you let it go? And if you could let it go, would you let it go? And when? It's one of the most powerful and the basic release of the Sedona method. So could you be that which is beyond any story that you have? And could you just be that which you are? And could you imagine the light that is that which you are? And could you allow that light to fill every atom, every cell, every tissue in your body? And allow your body to just radiate that beingness of light, which you are. And just for now, as best you can you allow that light to expand and fill the room or space wherever you are? And just could you allow that to be enough? And could you rest in that? Okay, great. Well, while you are present or coming present into your body, I welcome you to open the chat box and allow me to know on a scale from 1 to 5. 5 being I am still triggered, I am holding on to whatever my upset is, to to 1 feeling like, yeah, I'm feeling pretty released. If you want to just put a score in the chat box with your name, that'd be great. You don't have to put your name if you don't want to. But I just love to know. Also, if in the chat box you have a request for a specific release, I believe we still have time to do, yeah, we have a little bit more time that we can do some requests. And I also want to just give you guys a heads up that I have been doing some, how do I say, uh, some cleanup of all of the past recordings that we've done. And I've realized that I haven't posted a lot of them to my YouTube channel, and I've started doing that again. I'm going to have a new one drop each Wednesday, and there's going to be a new one, including this one, obviously. From now until the end of June so far, I have a whole bunch of new releases that are coming out, but they're old ones. So they're probably new to you if you weren't on the call, but I have them listed by topic, and you can go to my YouTube channel and find them. My YouTube channel is just my name, Judi Glova, Judi Glova, Glova. And you can find them there. And that way you can have access to a release in terms of what you need. So helped lower the resistance a little. That's great. Feel lower resistance. That's awesome. Great. Any requests at this point? All right. And great. You have some release. Blessings. Blessings back to you. That's awesome. Okay, so again, guys, this is your opportunity that if you have a specific release, I'll be more than happy to either unmute you and get a little bit of detail, or you can just put it in the chat box. But I do want to let you know too that I am even more committed to make sure that I am doing my monthly calls. They may be more frequent than that, but as I said, you're going to be getting some content on my YouTube channel. So if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, you will automatically get new releases every week, every Wednesday. So please subscribe to that. And okay, I have a private message on limitations on prosperity. Please, absolutely. I can definitely do that. So let's just allow ourselves to just sink in and just be. And could you just allow yourself to stop? And could you allow yourself to just be here now? And could you allow yourself to notice any limitations that you have about prosperity, about money, about having enough money, about making enough money, about not losing money, or prosperity for the future? Could you just allow that to be present as best you can? And could you allow yourself to notice the judgments or the conclusions that you've made about prosperity and its limitation for you? Could you notice any sense that that feels personal about you or who you are? And can you notice any wanting to change it, fix it, figure it out, do something with or about it? Could you allow that to just be okay? Could you allow all of that to be okay? Could you allow the story, the wanting, the taking it personally? Could you allow that to just be here and be okay? Because are you that story or that limitation? Or are you that which is aware of those thoughts and those feelings. Because if you really look, you'll notice that you are not that, but you are that which is aware of those thoughts and those feelings. And you're also just beingness. Within the soup of beingness is the wanting, is that sense that we are this human being, and the story. Even that is part of beingness. And you are that which is aware. And notice that sense of awareness, that witness, that you can notice those feelings rising and falling, the sensations in your body, how the thoughts are, perhaps ruminating, spinning, or leaving. Could you just allow yourself to be present with what is? And can you notice, what if there is no limitation of prosperity? What if that's just an appearance? We tend to think that there's something wrong if it isn't going our way or it isn't exactly what we want it to be. So could you let go of wanting it to be different than the way it is? Could you allow yourself to let go of the story that you attach to the appearance? Because that's just what's present in this moment. And everything is unfolding spontaneously. And once again, could you allow yourself to notice? Are you that story or those feelings or thoughts? Or are you that which is aware? Are you that conscious awareness? And could you rest as that conscious awareness? And could you allow that to be enough? Okay, great. Alrighty, so please let me know in the chat box any comments, any questions. Really want to open it up to any questions, people who haven't tried the Sedona method before. Okay, great. Awesome. I'm glad you got that release on the limitations. Fabulous, fabulous. And yes, you're all welcome. I'm sending you all lots of blessings, and I'm looking forward to seeing you again next month, if not sooner. And oh, great, you just subscribed to the YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so if you guys could just subscribe to my YouTube channel, I'd greatly appreciate it. We're like I said, there's gonna be a lot more content. I have to tell you, I will admit that for whatever reason, I wasn't posting them, and they're going to be available, and there's probably about like 30 or 40 of them. So you can see I'm a little bit far behind, but that's okay. We'll catch up. So I look forward to seeing you guys again next month. If you haven't subscribed to my email list, please email me at info@judiglova.com, and I will add you to my email list. That way you will get notification in email and a direct link and all that fun stuff. All right, everybody. So have an amazing, amazing day, knowing you are blessed and perfect just the way you are. All righty. See you soon. Bye-bye.